Everyone thinks the girl is a single-legged demon, but the dance partner behind her doesn't agree with her. She is dancing alone in the same place. The teacher noticed this situation and asked the music to stop. He ordered the dance partner to correct his attitude and not to make trouble. The dance partner said he had no energy to make trouble, so the teacher called another person. The boy didn't want to come either. After a lot of questioning, they found out that they disliked the girl for sweating a lot and having a smell on her body. The girl's name is He Xiaoping. Her father was sent to the prison when she was a child. Her mother also remarried, but her stepfather didn't accept her, and her brother and sister bullied her. She was wronged. She thought coming to the cultural and art group to be a soldier was the beginning of her new life. She didn't expect that her fate was still the same. Under the leadership of Liu Feng, Xiaoping took a train for 2 days and 2 nights to come here. When she first came in, she saw them rehearsing. She saw them shining on the stage. She was very envious, so when the leader asked her to show her, she showed her talent without hesitation. When she was turning the song, the band leader, He Xiaoping, found that her clothes were all smelly. He was very disgusted and gave her a smell in front of Liu Feng. Everyone around him was looking at her. It just so happens that he and Xiaoping were assigned to a dormitory. Xiaoping greeted him politely. He Xiaoping not only taught her not to wear military uniform and not to salute, but also disliked her unstandard posture. When she left, she told another roommate, Xiao Suizi, to take her to take a shower at least 3 times. Xiaoping stood under the flower umbrella and washed her body over and over again. He wanted to break this prejudice, but he didn't know it was the first day he joined the Cultural Revolutionary Guards. This "I don't like clean" label was as hard as a mark on him, because he came late. The winter clothes in the warehouse were gone. He had to wait 2 weeks before he put on the makeup. He kept remembering his family's instructions and wanted to send back the photos of himself in military uniform. So he got the attention of his roommate, Lin Dingding, and took advantage of. Everyone's going to the canteen. He secretly took his clothes to the photo studio for a photo shoot. But he didn't expect Lin Dingding to come back early and find that the military uniform was stolen. Xiaoping, who didn't have a military uniform, became his first suspect. He knocked on his bed and asked him, Although Xiaoping is guilty, he dare not tell the truth. He can only lie and say no. But the less you want to be known, the more you will be known. The photo of Xiaoping was particularly popular. It was pasted on the window of the kitchen by the boss. They were just arranged to go to the show. They saw it at once. After going back, Lin Dingding took someone and turned over Xiaoping's bed directly. Then he turned over the photo of wearing a military uniform under his pillow. Xiaoping was unchangeable. Lin Dingding scolded him for being a liar. At that time, everyone looked at him with the same eyes. However, this was just the beginning. The girls saw strange lady's underwear on the dress. There were 2 thick sponges sewn inside. They were laughing at who was so shameless. The boy who didn't mind the big deal also came to join the fun. He said with a smile that this was a fake big hole. At the same time, everyone was talking about it. He Xiaoping suggested to leave the clothes here and hide to see who the master was. At this time, it suddenly rained heavily in the sky. The girls hid in a dance room next door and continued to make this joke. A few people made a mess and said they must find this girl. He Xiaoping has been watching the movements of the dress. Suddenly, he found that the clothes were taken away. At this time, Xiaoping, who was practicing late, came back. He was holding the clothes in his hand. He Xiaoping listed him as the key suspect. He asked Xiaoping to take out the sponge honestly. A group of people who were watching the fun began to panic. He wouldn't admit what Xiaoping hadn't done. Ling Ding Ding remembered the last time Xiaoping stole his military uniform. She thought the underwear was hers. Then someone took her clothes and wanted to find evidence. At this time, the director heard the sound and stopped the scene. But this misunderstanding made everyone think Xiaoping was a liar. Since then, everyone has started to exclude her, even when it comes to martial arts, and her male partners dare not cooperate at all. They don't want to touch her. They even laughed at her for being as ugly as dry water. Only the live thunder wind Liu Feng in the group didn't mind her and took the initiative to be her partner. The political commissar happened to come to Liu Feng this time. Hearing their behavior, he scolded them very hard. In fact, the political commissar came to persuade Liu Feng this time. Liu Feng has made 3 great contributions since he entered the dance. He has won numerous awards. Not long ago, he hurt his waist because of the anti-red disaster. He specially fought for a chance to study in a military and political university for him. But he actually wanted to give this position to someone else. The political commissar was reluctant to take the responsibility and asked him to think carefully. But Liu Feng was very firm and persuaded him not to move. The political commissar talked about another thing. Xiaoping's biological father passed away. Before his death, he sent a package and wanted Liu Feng to give it to him. When Xiaoping opened the package, she found that it was full of letters from her father. These years, she has been thinking about him. Every time she misses him, she will write a letter. Later, she learned to make a sweater. She has been missing her father for so many years. She can only save it on these letters and sweaters. Looking at Xiaoping, who was depressed, Liu Feng made her cry. She will feel better when she cries. But Xiaoping just hugged her father's photo and didn't say a word. Then she turned around and walked into the rain. She thought the saddest thing was, that's it, I didn't expect something worse to happen to Xiaoping. The girl was held by someone. She kept trying to escape, but the boy held her tighter and told her about his love. Suddenly, someone came and saw them, saying they were going to report them. The girl was scared and ran away crying. In order not to be punished, she accused the boy of molesting her, just hugged her boy, and was immediately taken to the interrogation room, forcing him to admit his molestation. She was wronged, and she resisted, but they didn't listen to her explanation. They just set her charge so blatantly and put her on the front line to fight. Everyone knows what kind of person Liu Feng is. He is known as the modern Liu Feng. Although Liu Feng is good to everyone, he is special to Lin Dingding. He knows she doesn't eat dumplings, so he will cook noodles for her. When he is performing outside, he sees Lin Dingding rubbing bubbles on her feet. He will pick them up for her and carry her away. Over time, Lin Dingding has become used to his kindness, but he never thought that this person, who is known as the modern Liu Feng, actually likes him. If he refuses her heart, everyone will definitely say he is not, so he poured the dirty water on Liu Feng. Xiaoping couldn't accept this fact at all. Almost everyone here has been graced by him, and no one stood up to speak for him. But Liu Feng's lower half had become a fixed position. He was completely indifferent to this group, and never left everyone. This time, they went to the Snow Mountain performance, and an actor fell on his foot during rehearsal. The director asked him to replace him, but Xiaoping refused without thinking. For this, he pretended to be sick, took a thermometer and lied that he had a high fever. But this kind of trick is not deceiving the political commissar. He saw through it all at once, and took the excuse that he was not feeling well, and put him down to the hospital to exercise. Xiaoping was very happy. He was finally leaving here. The life in the hospital was very cruel. He witnessed various casualties every day. Xiaoping tried his best to help every injured person, and even protected the injured person when the bomb exploded. He also became a hero. But Xiaoping, who has never been loved, suddenly gained such a great honor. He couldn't accept the loss of his spirit. After the war, the cultural and artistic group also disbanded for the final performance. He came to see it as an honorary warrior. He saw the dance moves that his comrades were familiar with, and he couldn't help but follow the dance. This also successfully awakened his memory. He came to the lawn outside and danced. It was as if he had returned to the young and ignorant time. He overcame his psychological obstacles and became a normal person. So he went to a new place to have a new life. But he always kept in touch with Liu Feng. Liu Feng lost an arm on the front line. He was re-sick after he was old. Xiaoping found him again. They took care of each other with great care. They spent the rest of their lives together. The prosperity of their generation has passed. The prosperity of the next generation will begin. We will live in the best age and live in the worst age. They will live in the best age and live in the worst age.